Hey everybody, thank you for clicking on this video today. I'm Paul with Dreaming Out Loud RVing. Megan, the better half of the channel, she's working. She keeps this ship afloat. So she's left me alone to do it myself today. Today we're troubleshooting a ground fault receptacle that does not work in our RV. As soon as we took it off the lot and went to the campground straight from the lot, we realized it wasn't working. It was cold and rainy, and we figured, well, it's something we can deal with later. It was a ground fault receptacle that's on the counter, the kitchen counter, which has another receptacle piggybacked off of it. It's totally separate from the bathroom ground fault. So finally got around to doing it, pulling it apart, and in this video I'm going to show you what I did, how I fixed it, and I wasted some money in the process, but it could have been a lot worse. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, click that subscribe button. It is free, doesn't cost you anything. In the world today with the prices and the cost of everything, where else are you going to get something free? So click that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you can be notified of our videos. It would help us out tremendously. So as we're packing up the camper here, getting ready to head to our first work camping job, I'm going to get this receptacle fixed so it can be more usable space on the counter. Anyway, let's get into it. We took purchase of our camper in December. We spent the whole month of January in Florida. That was a really good shakedown trip for our new rig. And you know, you always find something, some little thing, or maybe some major thing that isn't quite right. Only thing we have so far is one receptacle that's not working. This ground fault receptacle beside the stove here, which also works its twin on the other side, I started taking it apart, and I thought I need to grab you guys and show you what I'm doing before I get into this too far. So let me show you what I've got. This receptacle right here has no power coming out of it. So don't just assume because you don't have any power coming out of these leads that it's not hot. So I pulled it apart and I thought, well, let me check it, make sure. So when I test the prongs, there's nothing in there, nothing going on. But I get back here to where it's connected, I got power. So that tells me it's hot. Now I got to determine, is this ground fault receptacle bad because it will not reset, or is it wired up wrong? You know, they could have the line in the load side, they could have it reversed and it wouldn't be working, or there may not be any other wiring to it whatsoever. So we're going to get into it and see what it is. Okay, the first thing we want to do is kill the power. So I did that. I got a little light that's on my camera. Hopefully you can see. And I did test it as well with my meter before I got this far into it. I pull this out. I don't have any power to the receptacle now. So I don't know how this is going to do. It's really tight. I got to get all this loose here and pull it out so I can get to the wiring. See here. Put my big head in the way. I'm going to get this off the wall and then I'll cut you back in. I don't think you want to stare at the back of my head. As you can see, it's got all the wires coming into it and I can't read the back of it at this angle. I tried to take a picture and that didn't work. So I'm going to have to unwire it and pull it out and just redo it. Once I get it out of here, I'll be able to tell which is which. Okay, I plugged it back in. I got power. And I'm going to put this, I'll put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put this on AC. And what I've determined, it's kind of hard to do this with the camera and everything and get the right angle. Okay, we've got 120 volts right there, actually 125. And on the one going out, it should read the same thing if the receptacle wasn't tripped. And it's not. I don't have it there. So I think what I've determined is this receptacle right here isn't any good. If it was tripped, it would kill the power going to the other receptacle. And that's what it's mimicking. It's mimicking that it was tripped, but it won't reset. So I'm saying this is bad. That's the conclusion I've come to. So I'm going to go get a new receptacle and wire it up. See what happens. I'm going to go kill the power and pull this one out and put the new one in. And we'll see what's going on. Really hard to get my fat head in here, my hands and all my tools, and have a good camera angle. I'll try to let you see what's going on here. I'm just unwiring it. You know, in RVing, you always make sure you have proper tools. And one of those is a headlight. Man, those things are worth their weight in gold. I have one. Is it on my head? No. Where is it, Paul? I don't know. I packed that thing up and I don't know where it is. As soon as I buy another one, I'll find it though. So, it wasn't the receptacle after all. So I'm thinking the way they had it wired up wrong. I'm going to switch up my line should be here because that's hot, not load. That was my suspicion to begin with, but I want to make sure. Let's see what we do. We switch it up. Okay, look at that. We got power to it, and the receptacle on the other side of the counter is working. I didn't turn the camera back on. I got kind of a mess. My hot wire broke down in the wall, so I had to pull wire up, get it all done. So, let me tell you what happened. I determined that from the factory they wired up the receptacle wrong. They put the line, which is your voltage coming to the receptacle, they put that in the load side. So it was coming in but had nowhere to go. So I just rewired it. I bought a new receptacle, wasted 20 bucks, but that's what I thought it was. Could have been a lot worse. Got looking at it and realized they had the hot wire on load. So I just put the hot wire to line and the load to the other receptacle, and she's powered up. So now I got to get this mess back in the wall there that you can see. I don't know if that shows up on camera. You can see I got the voltage there. And see there? She's hot. So that's good. Let me get this cleaned up and put back in. I'll get back to you. Okay, I got it back together. See here, I got it all nice and tidy. So now, when I test this one, it's hot. And the other receptacle that it's linked to, on the other side of the counter, now she's hot. So we got them all fixed up, I hope. Got it back together, probably better than what it was when we bought it. I've got my little voltmeter here, reading 123 and 123. So we're live there now finally. So if you're not comfortable working on electric or anything, definitely call someone who knows what they're doing. I was just about to call an expert. I figured I'm going to wire this thing the way I think it's supposed to be, and if that doesn't work, then I was just going to close up shop and get it to somebody or call somebody that knows what they're doing. But anyway, on the ground fault receptacles, you have a line and a load side. The line is your hot side, and the load goes over to your other receptacles. If you have other receptacles in line, which you do in an RV. In a residential, you don't always. So just something to keep in mind. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick little fix. Not a how-to video. Don't do it the way I did it. Just that's just how I did it. And I did spend 20 bucks on a new receptacle that I did not need, but I used it anyway, and now I have an extra. Like I said, it could have been a lot worse. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until the next video, we hope you're trading the everyday for a better day.